When I was a kid, Halloween was the day. But one year, I got stuck on punishment.
Where you think you going?
Dad, can't you see me? I'm going trick-or-treating.
No, you're not. I just got off the phone with Mr. Williams, and he told me what you was doing in class today.
Oh, snap. I forgot Mr. Williams said he was gonna call my dad today.
I'm gonna wait and call your dad at the mall so you can't go trick-or-treating.
Please, Dad, I'll do anything. I'll clean, I'll take out the trash, Then he gives me this look like he's about to teach me a life lesson.
You can go trick-or-treating if you massage my feet while counting to 100.
Massage his feet? So I start counting and massaging this man's foot. And by the time I hit 60, he fell asleep. I thought about skipping some numbers, but I chose not to. All right, Dad, I did it. Can I go now? He opens one eye.
Nah, you sped up at the end. Start over.
So I do it again, this time counting extra
100.
All right, Dad, I'm done.
Nah, you didn't say every number. Start over.
This time I record myself so I have proof. See, Dad, I did it.
Boy, I can tell you edited that video. Start over.
That's when I realized I wasn't getting any candy. When I was a kid, I used to drum on everything. The couch, the table, the floor, even the dog. But one day, I spotted the window. It had a nice echo, the perfect bounce. I couldn't help myself. I start going crazy, drumming on the window harder and harder. Then suddenly, the window slides down mid-beat and won't stay up. Now I'm panicking because in our house, if you break something, you better fix it before Dad finds out. But lucky for me, he wasn't home, so I had some time. I grab a hanger and prop the window up. But then a gust of wind comes through and slams the window back down.
What was that?
Oh my goodness, he's home! I knew he was about to come to my room, so I just left the window down.
What you in here slamming?
Practicing for my drum solo?
Why does it smell like you haven't been washing your... You know what? We need to open up a window in here.
No, Dad, let me do it! But it was too late. He figured out what I was trying to cover up, and I got a spanking. So Destiny says, let's take the kids to the zoo. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. Soon as we get there, Kaylani's in her wagon pointing like a tiny tour guide. Flamingo! Elephant! Daddy snack! She's only one and already running the show. We finally make it to the monkey section and Caden's like, can we feed them? Yeah, just don't get too close. I turn around for 1 second and this boy's hanging over the railing. Caden, get down! The monkeys start clapping like they're encouraging him. And then it happens. A giraffe sneezes right on me. I'm talking full facial moisturization. Destiny's laughing at me, the kids are laughing at me, man, even the monkeys are laughing at me. And that's when I knew we didn't take the kids to the zoo. The zoo took me. My dad used to say one thing every single day.
If you leave the garage open, I'ma whoop your butt.
So one afternoon, I'm rushing out thinking I'll be right back. I come home an hour later, the garage is open and everything's gone. Oh my goodness, Dad's gonna get me. So I have no choice but to run away. No plan, no food, just me and my backpack full of regret. 10 minutes in, I'm starving. So I try to eat my emergency snack, but it melted in my pocket. That's when I realized I'm not built for this life. So I go back home. And right when I get to the driveway, there's my dad walking right up to the garage. No!
Huh?
Dad, I'm sorry for leaving it open and getting everything stolen. I'm sorry for running away, Dad. I'm sorry. He gives me that look, then opens the garage. And everything was there.
Ain't nobody steal nothing. I just had the garage cleaned.
Oh,
but what did you say? You ran away?
That's when I learned sometimes the real whooping starts when you come home. When I was a kid, my dad had one rule.
Don't lock yourself out the house.
So one day after playing outside, I start drumming on the sliding glass door like it's my personal drum set. Then suddenly, click. I yanked the handle and the door wouldn't open. Oh my goodness, I'm locked out! I checked the side door, locked. The garage, locked. I even tried every window, no luck. I did not want to get another spanking, so I only had one option, the balcony. I climbed the balcony post like I'm auditioning for Ninja Warrior, flipped myself over the railing, and thank God the door was open. 20 minutes later, my dad comes home. Oh, hey Dad, you're home early.
Yeah, I am, Spider-Man.
What?
Mr. Boulder said he saw somebody climbing into our house.
Mr. Boulder!
So you got locked out again, huh?
Yes, but it was an accident. And that's when I learned you can climb a balcony like a superhero and still get whooped like a regular kid. When I was a kid, my dad had one rule every November 18th.
Put up that Christmas tree before I get home, or else.
So one year, I'm doing my normal after-school routine, playing my drums, making a snack, then watching Avatar: The Last Airbender like nothing matters. Then suddenly, a Christmas commercial pops up.
Don't forget to put the tree up or your dad might spank you.
Oh my goodness, the tree! I sprint to the garage, drag out both Christmas tree bags, and start trying to put it together. But then I hear,
you better put the tree up or your dad might spank you. Oh, that's catchy.
I was out of time, so I had no choice but to skip some parts and hope he didn't notice.
Dad might spank you. What the? Jasmine, I'm gonna whoop your butt!
I guess he found out, and that's when I learned you can skip pieces on a Christmas tree, but you can't skip consequences. When I was a kid, my dad had one sacred place, his man cave. The garage was his kingdom, and every single day he'd say,
I want everybody to stay on my man cave.
So one afternoon, Dad leaves to go get food, and me being me, I wander right in. I'm spinning in his chair, tapping buttons, just minding my business when I see it. His 85-inch big screen TV. And I promise, it was calling me. So I pick up the remote and my favorite music video's on. I'm singing, dancing, and then it happens. The screen goes black. Oh my goodness, I broke my dad's TV! I'm panicking, tapping it, unplugging it, plugging it back in, and nothing.
Just in time for the big game on my big TV.
I was out of time, so I had to think quick.
Jasmine, why is my TV wearing a blanket?
Because it was cold?
Nice thinking. I'll use it while I watch the game. Wait a minute, Jasmine!
At that moment, my soul left my body. And that's when I learned if you break your dad's 85-inch TV, even passing out won't save you from a whooping. When I was a kid, my dad had one rule on Cyber Monday.
Don't buy anything. Just check the prices and get off my computer.
So I'm scrolling, checking out all the deals, and I see a pack of drumsticks I really wanted. I click buy now just to see the discount, but then the screen says, order confirmed. Oh my goodness! What? I didn't confirm nothing. So I tried to cancel the order, but I asked for my dad's password. My dad's asleep on the couch, and I'm not waking him up. So I start trying to guess his password. Dad, 1, 2, 3? Nope. Refill the ice tray? Nope. Don't touch my TV? Oh no! I got locked out! Now I'm sweating, and then the worst thing happens.
Hot dogs! Huh? Who's at my door at this time of night? Same day delivery. I didn't order nothing.
Then he pulls out the drumsticks and looks at me. That's when I learned Cyber Monday deals are great, but Cyber Spankings arrive same day too. So growing up, my dad had one rule.
If you use my tools, put them back.
Why is he yelling? And I heard him. I just didn't do it. Ooh. See, I borrow a screwdriver to fix something, then forget it on the porch. Ooh. Use a wrench for absolutely no reason, then leave it in the grass like evidence.
You deserve a whooping.
So one day, my dad goes to change a light switch. Whoa. He reaches for his tool chest like,
let me grab my pliers real quick.
He opens the drawer, and not one plier was in there.
Jasmine, where are my tools?
Which ones? Ooh. That made it worse. Now he's running around the whole house doing a scavenger hunt he didn't sign up for. Found the hammer in my book bag, found the screwdriver in the bathroom, found the tape measure in the fridge.
In the fridge?
Still don't know how that happened. By the time he found the pliers, he forgot what he was fixing. He just looked at me like,
boy, just stay out of my toolbox.
Okay. And I did.
No, you didn't.
Well, for a little while. Growing up, my brother Dre had one mission. Get me in trouble.
Whoa.
If something broke, that's my dada. If something spilled, that's my dada. So one day, I tell myself, today, I'm gonna be good. We'll see. I'm sitting on the couch, minding my business, when Dre walks in with that grin. I'm about to ruin your life.
Whoa.
He grabs the remote and turns the volume all the way up.
Hey, I'm trying to get work done. Who turned that TV up?
Ooh, that's my dada. No, I didn't. I'm trying to be a good boy.
Did he just say a good boy? You ain't good. I ain't good. You ain't nothing. I ain't nothing. Keep the volume down.
Okay. That was the last straw for me. I was gonna be good one way or another. We'll see. A few minutes later, I'm in the backyard staying quiet, and I see my dad peeking out the window. It's my chance to show him how good I am. I call Dre over.
Whoa, I'm hot.
And he does exactly what I thought he would do.
What's going on out here?
Dre points at me.
Nah, Desmond was being a good boy, and you sprayed them with the hose.
And that's when I learned the day you decide to be good is the day the troublemaker finally gets caught. When I was a kid, I wanted to see if I could walk on water, so I start filling up the bathtub. At first, I'm just standing there watching it rise and thinking this is a great idea. Then I get distracted, and when I look back, the water is right at the edge. So I grab the faucet to turn it off, and the handle snaps off in my hand, and the water keeps running. Water starts spilling onto the floor, so I try pulling the stopper up, but it's stuck. Then I tried scooping water with my hands, but it slipped through my fingers. After that, I panic and try sucking the water up and spitting it into the toilet, but that takes way too long. Now the bathroom floor is completely flooded, and I hear my dad pull into the driveway. So I run to the backyard and shut off the main water valve. And then I go sit on the couch like everything's normal. My dad walks in, and a few seconds later, he goes upstairs. Then I hear him yell my name from the bathroom. And that's when I learned you can turn off the water, but you can't turn off the consequences. The other day, I'm in the store grabbing a few things, and I leave my cart at the end of the aisle because I'm just going to grab one item. I walk a few steps away and find what I need, so I turn back around, and my cart is gone. I stand there confused, thinking I'm tripping. So I walk to the end of the aisle and look left and right, and it's not there. I start walking down the next aisle, thinking maybe I pushed it farther than I thought. Still nothing. Now I'm retracing my steps, trying to remember what aisle I was just in. I start checking random aisles, hoping I spot my cart from a distance. At this point, I'm walking fast, pretending I know where I'm going so nobody thinks I'm lost. I finally see a cart that looks like mine, and I rush over relieved until I notice it has completely different items inside. Now I'm embarrassed grabbing a cart that isn't mine. I keep searching and eventually find my cart on the other side of the store with one extra item inside. That's when I learned if you leave your cart unattended, it starts a new life without you. I walk outside ready to leave, and my Tesla immediately lets me know I messed up. The battery is basically on life support. I tell myself it's fine because I'll just plug it in real quick. I grab the home charger and nothing happens. I unplug it and plug it back in like that's going to help, but still nothing. Now I'm checking the app and refreshing it over and over hoping it fixes itself, but it doesn't. That's when I remember I've got a slow charger that plugs into a regular outlet. I grab it and realize the cable doesn't even reach the car, so I find an extension cord and plug it in, but the outlet doesn't work. Now I'm connecting every extension cord I own and tracing it all the way to the backyard looking for a working outlet. I finally plug it in and the car starts charging. I hop in the car relieved and look at the screen until it says the car will be fully charged in 5 years. And that's when I learned why people still prefer gas cars. I knew this was going to be a long night when we got to the Christmas fair. Caden wanted to get on every single ride. At first, I was down because I used to love rides when I was his age, but I quickly realized they've come up with some crazy rides since I was a kid. These new rides are faster and jerkier, and right when you think they can't get any worse, they do. One of those rides almost made me get sick, and Destiny was done after that. After catching my breath, I'm trying to pace myself, but Caden is already pulling me toward the biggest ride there, some crazy roller coaster. I tell myself it's fine because I'm not a wimp. We get strapped in, and I'm already rethinking my choices. As soon as it takes off, I'm ready to get off. Then we hit the first drop, and Caden's laughing with his hands up like it's all a game. I'm holding on for dear life, pretending like I'm having fun. Right when I think it's almost over, the roller coaster goes for another round. When it finally stops, he immediately wants to go again. I step off dizzy, trying to walk normal while he's asking what's next. And that's when I realize being the fun dad requires joints I no longer have.